Okay, so I was explaining something to a friend just now, and I thought I would share it with you guys. And yeah, because my booby's out of control right now, but I digress. We were talking, and I was explaining to him the difference between conceding to the spirit and surrendering. So conceding is when you just give up. It's not what you wanted. You're just going to give up, and it's like it's done. When you surrender, it's more like letting go. It's letting go of the control, the I'm gonna do it. I know better. And it's like you go downstream, you flow downstream instead of it's having like that uphill battle and stuff. And that's what I was trying to explain to him, because when people tend to like, and it's not just the person I was talking to, it's like a lot of people. I've noticed that when people correct you or say, hey, you really shouldn't do this, it's not having the effect that you expect it to have, they get offended. People get offended quickly instead of checking to see who's sending the message. Does that make sense? And it's like, I've I don't know if it was a trauma response or what, but I was always just open to criticism because it was going to happen regardless. It was going to happen whether I wanted it or I didn't. So what did I do? I just turned it into a protocol. When someone said something to me, I would listen to what they said and test the theory. I always test theories. So, however, what I noticed was there were people in my life at the time that took that as like a free for all, that they could say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do, and far as that. And that's where I had to have another protocol where it's like, who is this coming from, and is this a reliable source? Because I've said this before in other videos, if the person giving you advice does not walk their walk, don't take advice from them, because it's hollow. It's hollow and untested. The advice that I give has been tested. I've done it. It may not work for you the way it worked for me, but I tested it. I've tested the theory. So that's why I'm more along the lines of telling people surrender. I remember when I kept getting that surrender card every freaking tarot reading. I would get surrender. Every TikTok, I was just like, what is happening? I would get that. I would get the hangman. I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. So it's just like, and then it came to a point where it was exhausting. I was exhausted. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just kind of like delve into this whole surrender thing that they've been talking about. So I tried it, I tested that theory, and it's kind of sound, that surrendering thing, to just your spirit's like, okay, what direction am I supposed to be going in? Because they are going to do everything they can to push you back to where you're supposed to be. That's why you have so much conflict. That's why you have so much crazy shit going on. That's why you're like, oh my God, I don't have time. And it's all this other stuff. I am running businesses simultaneously, building an empire brick by brick, just bringing everything together, and everything is coming together. And do I get exhausted? Yes, because I don't listen. But for the most part, it's flowing. It's not me digging pits and stuff, or like holes to get it done. It's not. It's smart work. It's not, oh my God, I got to do this and I really don't want to do this. I'm not doing something I don't want to do. Designing clothes. This is one of my shirts. I'm designing clothes and all this other stuff, jewelry. I do hair, my edges are growing back. My edges are growing back. I do different things, write books. So it's like I'm on success road. Like I'm on the next thing is to get paid for it. Like it has to come at some point, you know. And then if it doesn't come at this point, then maybe next lifetime, you know. But it's like at the end of at the end of my life, I know I'll be able to sit, look at my children, look at what I've built, and know that I put in the work to do it, you know. And one of the things that helped me was criticism. It was people telling me, hey, that's not going to be that's not going to be what you think it is. I had a boss that goes, relax. And I was like, when he first did it, I was just like, oh, what the hell? But then I thought about it. I was like, okay, where is this coming from? Is he is he one of those people that I can't trust what they're saying? And the answer was no. I could trust what he's saying. So I took what he was saying and it helped. I learned to talk to people a lot better than I used to. And I got a lot more what do you call it? Cooperation. I got more cooperation than I would have a couple of years ago. And it was sound. So if you have people telling you stuff, know who it's coming from, know why they're saying it to you. If it's not a reliable source, just ignore it. You don't even have to like really pay attention to it, just ignore it. If it's a reliable source and you know this person loves you, test the theory. If the theory doesn't work, the theory doesn't work, but test it. You got to at least test the theory. I think that's it. And don't forget, there is a difference between surrender and conceding. You are not conceding. You're not giving up something that you want to get something you don't want. You're surrendering so you can get something that you let go of something you don't want so you can get something you do want. All right. I love you guys. Stay up, stay blessed. Deuces, and I'm out.